bottles? I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine. I wrote down every joke that I've ever written, just in case. Yeah. She said, "Wow." She's like, "That bitch can write? Hell yeah. I am literate. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna be good." But I'll just start off by telling you guys I am divorced. A little bit about myself. Some divorced people in this crowd. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Ever since my divorce, I've been trying to work really hard on my revenge body. You know what I mean? Well, okay, I'm not working that hard on it. All right, give me a break. I don't like going to the gym, so I just restrict my calories like crazy. I've been eating nothing but dick. It's real. No, before you guys get too excited, it's actually not as nutritious as it sounds. I know, my doctor said I have diabetes. I know, that's why my man's always like following me around trying to give me the old insulin pump, you know what I mean? It's his new favorite position. Sucks. Like, whoa, easy. But, you know, it's all good. It's fine. But one thing I do like to tell people, I just don't understand why, like, the ironic mustache is so in style now. I don't get it. I don't know why mustaches are so cool. I fucking hate mine, okay? Don't tell me I'm the only motherfucker with tweezers in my car, okay? Last show I did, I told that joke, and I was like, all right, who's got tweezers in their car? And I could see some old bitches in the crowd, and then nobody raised their hand. I was like, you fucking lie. In your car, you have to. You don't know. That shit sneaks up on you. It's not fair. It is the least glamorous part about being a cougar. Awful. No one likes to talk about that shit, but it's real. Yes. I tell people, they ask me a lot about being a cougar, because I seriously, after my divorce, I don't know what happened to me. I don't know, midlife crisis, if you want to call it that. Like, I just always dated younger guys after. And I just like to explain it this way, you know, like, nobody's buying old produce at the grocery store, you know? Like, I'm buying green bananas, okay? I'm totally good letting them mature a little bit on the countertop, you know, till they are just red. Because I always ask the crowd, this is kind of like an interactive thing. What do you do with a spotty banana? It just gets mushier and mushier. What do you do with a mushy banana? But every motherfucker says banana bread. Thank you, every time. But I'm like, dude, I do not bake, okay? I was not born with an easy bake oven. I have a sleazy bake oven. There's no bun in there. It's just the batter. You're welcome. Everybody groans. I love how making the millennials groan. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna card you later. You look too young to sit in the front. I'm like, this is gonna get worse. It gets so much worse. So sorry. Oh God, I know. But when you start dating after a divorce, you know, you start having a kind of a hard time because, like, you just don't get it, you know, where people get these crazy moves from. You ever had somebody play like Fruit Ninja with your cervix? I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, have you ever had such bad sex you just wish you went to McDonald's drive-thru instead? Yes, bitch. If I'm gonna get 3 inches of soft serve, I want mine in a cone. That's it. That's how I fucking That's how I prefer it. Throw some fucking sprinkles on it, whatever. I'm just saying, I told my bestie, I was like, dude, I don't know where these guys get their moves from. I think they're just watching really weird fucking porn. So I was like, we should prank dudes. We should fucking prank them. I said, next time you go down on a guy, just start milking his balls hard. And when he's like, ow, I don't understand. She like goes, the guy in the porno was screaming. He was having so much fun. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't date guys my age, though. I fucking can't do it, you guys, because the conversation of the little blue pill always starts to come up, you know what I mean? Male enhancement. Male enhancement. I'm like, what a fucking joke on words. I'm like, there cannot be one single woman involved in the industry of male enhancement. Not one. Our idea of enhancing a male and your idea of enhancing a male is really fucking different. Really fucking. Like, we would make a pill that makes you faithful. Yeah, fuck around, find out. I'm like, no, but you know, I'm so petty, especially after my divorce. I'm so petty. I want that pill to work too well. I want your dick to grow 1 inch a day every day till you die, sir. First couple days are really fun. You start sending dick pics to dudes for the first time. Bro, click the fucking pic. You're trying to sell the pill like you're on fucking commission. You start taping it to your leg at the gym. It's awkward. You're low-key still proud of it, though. You're like, fucking squats. Yeah. Terrible. Yeah. So you have to throw a fucking wheel on the end of it and, like, drag it behind you like it's fucking carry-on. Oh, my God. Until one fine day, you just hear on the news, what was that? Oh, yeah, Colorado Springs man was found hung today by his own dick. Yeah. But he will be remembered in his cinematic achievements. Manaconda, The Hardest Yard, and Spy Kids 2. Because he needed the money. What? Sorry. I'm talking way too fast. I might die. If I die up here, would you guys do some CPR? Just like with your foot, something? They're like, no. No, we won't. But that brings me to my next thing. Why does cocaine have so many cute little nicknames? They call it like blow and snow and like stupid shit like that. They just need to call it what it is. Fab dick softener. Because that's just what it is. If the young people don't know, their dick still gets hard. That's amazing, sir. He's very confused, like, oh no, I get coked out, I fuck all night. For the old men in the room, softens their wiener, sir. Not you, you're fine. You're still on the right side of that spectrum. Oh, God. You guys are so bad. You guys are the worst. No, you guys are wonderful. You guys are, I feel like I know everybody in this crowd. I'm a tattoo artist by trade. That's what I do for a living. Some of you already know that. I hurt people for money. It's fine. It's a clean way to make a living. It's whatever. But I'll tell you guys some funny fucking stories that come in my fucking tattoo shop. I'm not going to tell any funny stories about people here tonight. But I do have some funny fucking stories. Like, I was tattooing my friend. She's a nurse, and she was telling me about some fucked up shit that comes into the ER. And she was telling me about this dude. He's like an Air Force officer, so he's this uppity dude, and he comes in, and he has a remote control of his ass. A whole entire remote control of his ass. And I was like, bitch, but you have to let me, this is Jen. I was like, but is it like a remote or like the Roku? Because that's a big difference, you know? And she's like, no, full-on remote control of his ass. I was like, and this guy had the balls to walk into the ER? I would never. That thing would be up there forever. It would live there my whole life. I would scoot on the rug to change the channel like a dog, like scrubbing its ass. God. My boyfriend would be turning me in circles, just trying to turn the volume down, like trying to, There's no way I'd walk into the ER. Are you kidding me? God, but you know, yeah. Respect to that man. A whole remote up his ass. He said he accidentally sat on it. That was his story. So good. I was like, me too. I accidentally sit on things all the time. No, yeah, she's laughing. She's like, bitch, it's true. Another fun one recently that would kind of like throw me because I thought it was going to be a sad story and turned out to be really funny. Recently in the news, you know, you heard about that crematorium that wasn't cremating the bodies. That dude was stacking bodies quite literally. So one of my clients was like, yeah, my dad passed in July, and I went through this crematorium, and they sent me my dad's ashes. So she gets on this forum for victims. Turns out it was Quickcrete. It was just cement. And I said, bitch. And she goes, yeah, I know it because I put water in there and I mixed it up, and sure as shit, it was cement. And I said, you knew that couldn't have been your dad. He was never that solid. She thought she was fine. Her husband laughed even harder. He goes, no, the fucked up part is, Maria. He goes, we spread half his ashes on Pikes Peak. And I was like, bitch, you laid pavers. Like, what are you doing up there? So if you guys see like a ramp on the backside of Pikes Peak, like avoid the area. But I just thought that was a terrible fucking story. Oh my God. I have more awful stories. Oh, this one's a good one. I was tattooing my friend, and she was telling me about when she got locked up. She went to jail, and her cellie would talk to the guys at CJC. Apparently, I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to jail. I have not. I'm not cut out for it. But if you talk into the toilet, you can talk to the dudes on the other side of the jail. And I said, bitch, that is the shittiest way to meet a man I've ever heard. Yeah, and I know I'm not cut out for jail because I would be so annoying. I'd be that person at night, like, hey, What are you wearing? I'm like, is it orange? I would be awful. I don't think I could handle that. I don't think I could handle that, no. But I do like true crime. Does anybody else like true crime? Oh, I know you bitches do. All the ladies do. My fucking favorite story recently that I heard was about this kid. His parents, like, financially supported him. He was, like, 26. I shouldn't say kid. Sorry, I fuck guys that are 26. But, so anyway, this kid, this fucking dude, he gets cut off by his parents financially, and he decides to cut them up. He's a terrible person. Of course they catch him. He's a sloppy criminal. And the police are listening to his jailhouse conversations, and it turns out that he was going to spend the money on a gastric bypass surgery. Their insurance money, yeah. And I was like, dude, that is so fucked up. So the lesson here is, like, don't spoil your children. But what I took from it is, like, if you have an ugly kid, you have to kill them first. It's, like, bottom line. But I'm Mexican, so my kid's really scared of me for no reason. It's a fucking... Oh. When you're Mexican, you love people with a little bit of a backhand. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, oh. That's how it goes. It's all right. She's fine. She's alive. She's healthy. Nobody worry. My daughter's fine. But, yeah. I used to think, you know, like, a little backhand, but why would you shake a baby when you could shake a perfectly good teenager that fucking deserves it? You know what I mean? God, one time she was like 17, she caught her boyfriend getting like pictures from another girl. And she's like, I want to die. And I was like, now's my chance. No, it's fine. She's healthy, she's fine. She didn't die. But I used to argue with her so much, you guys, it would make me crazy. I would argue with my kids so much until I watched a documentary that reminded me that her frontal lobe wouldn't develop until she was like in her 20s. And I was like, fuck, I'm arguing with a houseplant. I am literally arguing with someone who has like tapioca for brains. And then I understood, like, that's why she wears the beanie down low, because she's just keeping the fucking pudding warm. Oh. Yeah. So this guy came into my job. I call everybody a kid. This fucking guy comes into my job, and he had this giant water bottle with him. There's nothing more annoying than those fitness people. Fuck. And I'm like, what are you, a volunteer firefighter? What the fuck what's with that big ass water bottle? He just goes, CrossFit. I was like, bet, CrossFit. I was like, what? He's like, no, dude, you should do CrossFit so you look better naked. And I was like, why? Ugly people fuck every day. The proof is the ugly children. I work across the street from Palmer High School. I see those ugly fucking kids in their flannels and their fucking Crocs. No offense to the beautiful Crocs in here. But I'm like, Jesus, get it together. CrossFit. Wouldn't catch me sweating in front of other people. Oh, I told you, I just eat nothing but dick. It's good. Low-calorie foods. But my mom, I'm very close with my mom. People who know me know this, my fucking mom. We're very tight. My mom says really fucked up shit to me, though. She's evil. She's a tiny 4'9" Mexican evil grandma. She's horrible. She's like, Mari, you need to get your flu shot because you're not young anymore. And I was like, what the fuck did you say to me? Wow, so guess who's enjoying assisted living? Yeah, but this bitch, yeah, put her ass right in there. She's looking like, I'm like, I can't even see who you are. I'm just pointing at this random table. So yeah, assisted living. But this betrayal will not stand. So I got the room right next to her. Because I already told you I'm fucking petty. So I'm going to fuck with her until she gets 86 out of the old folks' home. I don't give a shit. I told her, I was like, I'm going to steal all the fucking pudding cups. I'm going to steal all the pudding cups, and I'm going to pour them all over myself and be like, look, Mom, 2 diapers, 1 cup. Disgusting. I'm going to sneak around that fucking place and, like, steal somebody's dentures off their counter. Slide them in my pussy like, look, Mom, I'm a ventriloquist. I knew that'd get you guys. So gross. I should be like, look, Mom, I'm a ventriloquist. But I'm so bad. I know, my poor boyfriend's like, that bitch said it. He's all, just don't be talking about your pussy. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking say it. Yeah, you're welcome. Ah! She's like, free the nipple? Ah! terrible. You guys are terrible. You guys are encouraging this bad behavior. It gets worse. No, it doesn't get worse. It doesn't. It gets better. It gets better. No, my mom is sweet. She's a sweetheart. She actually really likes the guy that I'm dating now. Applause break. He's a nice one. I know. I'm finally not dating an alcoholic. He's just kind of got like an alcohol hobby. So he just works really hard at it. You know what I mean? I like to support that. But no, he's really sweet. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm trying. I wrote down his mood board is the dollar menu. I'm such a dick. No, I am, but he's very nice. We took a road trip a long time ago, and it was really silly because he bought a water bottle, and it spilled in the back seat, and we didn't notice it for a while till it made like a puddle. And he got really scared because he thought I was going to be a girl and freak out and be a bitch. And he's like, it's just water. We could just like soak it up with some towels. We could open the windows and like let it dry out. And like he was really going off, like explaining how fucking water works to me. And I was like, are you okay? Like, are you mansplaining fucking water right now? I was like, I've never had this happen to me. I know exactly what happens to water when it spills. Not a big deal. And then I was thinking to myself, like, what is the mansplainingest way to explain water? And this is what I came up with, you guys. Like, okay, there's a hydrogen couple, and they walk into a bar, and they see this lonely oxygen molecule getting drunk at the bar. They just keep buying it drinks until it agrees to go home with them. And that's how you make H2O, babe. You know? And I'm like, oh my God, hell yeah. Water is fucking... so awful. It's not. Oh my God. So yeah, now that I have a boyfriend, you know, when you're single, ladies, sometimes you don't shave and like you kind of let yourself go and like you stop giving a fuck. So now that I have this man, I'm like, okay, I should shave a little bit more. I should start waxing. I thought he was like going easy on the back shots for my sake. Turns out he's between two cactuses back there. Okay, he's trying to get to the prickly. Someone else is laughing back there. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a bitch. So I need to start waxing. So I go to the salon. I get a fucking wax. And I tell the lady, I said, no, you don't understand. I am a full-on werewolf. Like, I understand you are trained to do a fucking Brazilian. Bitch, I'm gonna need the full Transylvanian. Like, you don't understand. She did not think I was funny at all. She's just like fucking rolling her eyes. She moves a little towel, bats. I was like, bitch, I fucking told you. Oh, damn. She didn't listen. It's terrible. It's expensive and it's painful. It's worth it. Fucking. No, it's terrible. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys one last story before I get it. Do you guys want to hear about how I was almost gay? How I almost gave up on men? Do you want to hear that story? Do you guys don't? There's someone's like, I do. No, I had been on like Bumble for a minute and I just couldn't like match with anybody. Like I couldn't like talk to anybody. And I was like, okay, dudes are out. I'm just going to take home a girl. I think I should just go for it. Like, fuck it, right? So I go and meet this girl. We exchange numbers. We go to brunch. She's super funny. She's really cool. She is 24 years old. And I was like, holy fuck, I am going to drive you straight home. So I did. I took her back to her apartment, her hotel. I'm such a whore, right? No, her apartment. She's a real person. I shouldn't even tell this story. She has no idea I tell this story. She's a real person. Drove her back to her apartment. And she goes, oh, look, you should say hello to my friends. All my neighbors are outside. Come say what's up. And I was like, hell no. They're going to think I'm your mother. And she goes, no way. They'll probably just think you're my sister. And because I am a sicko, I'm like, you know what? I will meet your fucking friends, but on one condition. You have to tell them I'm your sister. And she's like, whatever, fucking weirdo. So I go up there, and she's like, this is my sister Maria. And I'm like, what's up? So, you know, I said, make my pleasantries. I'm like my charming motherfucking self. And she's like, okay, bye, sis. Gives me some fucking attitude. So I grabbed her ass and stuck my tongue down her throat. So explain that to your fucking neighbor, bitch. So I'll leave you guys with some silly trivia. Speaking of being gay, this is my gay joke for y'all. Literally, it's old, but it's a good one. Because it's corny, it's a good one. When Brittany Griner was in the news, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. I bet she had to like downplay being gay in Russia because it's fucking Russia. There's nothing fun allowed in Russia. She's probably not even allowed to be gay in Russia. So I had to fucking Google it. Googled it, sure as shit, up until 1990, it was in fact illegal to be in a same-sex relationship in Russia. And I was like, that is fucked up. Before that, people had to be covert, you guys. They had to be undercover. They had to join the KGBTQ. I love you, Vultures. That's what it for me. Thank you.